I've grown tired of using a dongle with my Google Pixel 2 to listen to music, and quite frankly, it's become nothing but an inconvenience to have to use one. So congratulations Google for convincing me to purchase a wireless pair, and yours of all things. With this being said, I've spent quite a while with the Google Pixel Buds and I'm ready to share my experience with you. Welcome to my final verdict 1 month later. Let's begin with the unboxing. First, we lift off the lid and are greeted by the case. Inside of the case, you'll find the Google Pixel Buds themselves. Then we lift off the next lid to see the instruction manual for the buds. Beneath that, there's yet another lid, which we will lift off. Beneath it, we see the charging cable, which is a USB-A to USB-C connector. The exterior design consists of plastic on the top surface, some kind of soft touch rubber on the earpiece, and a braided cable. They are pretty decently built. As I just mentioned, the wire is braided, so it's pretty strong and it's in charge of carrying the audio signal between the buds, so do not cut the wire for whatever silly reason. The case has a fabric exterior. It feels very soft and most importantly, very sturdy. The case charges through the USB-C port on the back. Inside of the case, there is a battery indicator for the rechargeable case. This case is a crucial part of these earphones, as it's the only way to charge the earphones, so do not lose it. The overall sound quality of the Pixel Buds is pretty good. They seem to be designed for most genres of music, so for the most part, everything will sound just as good, but there are exceptions. Listening to metal is a pretty good experience. There's enough bass in these to make the drum beats have a good punch. I like it. Listening to Triphop feels a little bit lacking. There's still a punchiness that remains prominent, but the separation between the highs and mids isn't very great. Folk music actually sounds pretty good. Instruments sound very clean, the singer sounds very clean, and most importantly, there isn't any kind of distortion. Since these buttons don't have inline controls or any physical buttons, we use gestures as our controls, which are available exclusively through the right earbud. There's a long tap for Google Assistant. Tap once to play or pause. Swipe forward to raise volume, swipe back to lower volume, and double tap to have the assistant read out your notifications. Quite a useful bunch of gestures. The battery life has been pretty awesome in my opinion. I usually use these for short music listening sessions that last anywhere from an hour to 2 hours, so I've never killed these. When I'm done using them, I just place them back into the case so they stay charging, but they charge back very quickly. As for the Google Assistant, I've got lots of praise. A long tap for the assistant while speaking will cause her to answer any questions you may have without having to glance at your phone. Even if you need directions somewhere, she's perfectly capable of guiding you without you having to look at your device. It's nothing but convenient. And now for my favorite part of this review, the translating feature. This was a selling point for me as I intend to do some traveling in the future, and I thought I'd test it out with somebody who speaks anything other than English or Spanish, since I already speak both of those. I couldn't find anyone for that job, so I had to improvise. I speak very little Norwegian. Please, if somebody who speaks Norwegian is watching, I'd like to establish that I've learned very little, and this is just based off of what little I know. Without further wait, let's begin. Let's begin. Hi.
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 Hvordan går det?
How are you?
I'm good.
Veldig glad.
Very happy.
Very hungry.
Du er sulten?
You are hungry.
I want some apples.
Jeg liker ikke epler.
I do not like apples.
Sounds like you need to rethink.
Du liker kaffe?
You like coffee.
I do like coffee.
Veldig bra.
Very good.
Thank you.
Jeg trenger morgenkaffen min.
I need caffeine.
I need sugar.
Hvem er du meg?
Do you know me?
Yes, you're a friend of mine.
Jeg er veldig bra.
I am very good.
Og deretter, vi ses senere.
Okay, then see you later.
Alright, man. Good talking to you.
Ha det.
Goodbye.
Peace.
You might as well just use Google Translate.
Yeah.
When talking about the usability aspect of these earbuds, there's a lot to touch on. Contrary to what many people have said, they are very comfortable. They sit very nicely in my ears, rarely ever slipping off. Because of these, I've also used my phone considerably less. I can listen to and reply to messages directly from them. They're pretty low profile and easy to hide. In my case at least, since I've got relatively long hair, and I usually just wear beanies. It's easy to forget that they are there sometimes, but overall, the music listening experience combined with the extra gimmicks make this pair a great addition to your Google Pixel 2. However, these earbuds are not perfect, as much as it pains me to say it. I don't mind the wire, and in fact I prefer to have one, but it does become a bit of an issue when the case won't properly close when the wire keeps getting raised and getting in the way of the magnets. Google missed the opportunity to add gestures for track skipping. I believe that swipe up and swipe down could have been volume up and volume down, while swiping forward and backwards could have been skip to next track or return to the one before. And the biggest issue, phone calls. I've had issues with phone calls from the very start. I always have to hold my phone up to my mouth in order for others to hear me at all. Very disappointing. It's time to wrap up my thoughts on the Google Pixel Buds. They are priced at $159. They offer a good music listening experience for the genres I listen to, and offer a lot of conveniences along the way, such as immediate Google Assistant access, volume controls, etc., and offer great battery life with a very stylish case. However, they fall short in some ways that it did not have to, especially with phone calls. I do believe they are overpriced, and you should be aware of the shortcomings, but I love my Google Pixel Buds, and despite my distaste towards the egregious price tag, I will keep these. I recommend them if you're a Google Pixel owner so you don't lose out on any features. For more content, make sure to subscribe to our channel, and to stay updated when a new video comes out, make sure to click on that bell and enable notifications. For links to everything featured in this video, as well as my full review of the Google Pixel 2, if you're curious, can be found in the description. This has been Francisco from Tech Summit. Thank you for watching, and I will be seeing you all later. Enjoy.